Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Warhammer 40k Mechanicus Let's Play. So in the last episode we did a mission for Scaevola here, who tasked us with going and retrieving some Necron remains so that we could better analyze them. Unfortunately, all we were able to recover was an arm, because one of our guys grabbed a hold of a Necron arm while they were teleporting out, and so we held onto the arm, but that was it. We did learn more about their phasing out of existence when they've been incapacitated, though, so at least there's that small victories. But now we have two more jobs available to us, and they are again from Scaevola and Videx. Yes. I asked you guys to suggest which you think would be, or which you would like me to do next, and there was no clear consensus that I saw, so I'm leaning toward this one, just because I think that dealing with a flayed one and Necron warriors is going to be easier than a flayed one and Acanthite and Necron warriors, because these things are pretty big and pretty nasty, at least on the tabletop, so I'm assuming that the same is true here, as much as I'd love that Vanguard Alpha. Okay. So, Scaevola, you want us to collect destroyer specimen samples. We'll get this cognitive canister. We'll also get a single point added to our cognition gauge, or at least the capacity of the gauge will increase, which is pretty helpful actually. And some more Blackstone, which we need. We're actually like 10 short of a level up, so hopefully we can earn enough for that, plus another level up, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and launch this. We're going to bring Jeremiah and Manarius yet again, and of course our 4 servitors, because that's really our only option. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Reports received from Subdomina Kepra. Synopsis follows. Heavy resistance, minimal gains, mounting casualties. Confirm, yes, no. Correct. There have been setbacks. Our troops have encountered a new Necron warform. Reaction equals delight. Pray, Tech Inquisitor, explain. Enemy warform, provision, designation, destroyer. Anti-grav technology confirmed. Explorator request, file accessed. Anti-gravitational technology is an area. Styges, the 8th Megoses have requested as high priority. Study of provisional designation destroyer, desirable, necessary, sacred duty. And you would be famed throughout Styges 8 for exploiting this technology. That's a planet, not a person, so it's not the 8th. For exploiting this technology. Statement agreed. Request formulation follows. Commence deployment immediately. Alright, here we go. A concentration of Necron destroyers is playing merry hell with our Scutaria units in the Tomb of Ecropus. They are highly mobile and heavily armed weapon platforms. Taking them on is dangerous in the extreme. More reason to observe them. Our troops possessing such technology extrapolated to conclusion. Greatly increased battlefield effectiveness. I was raised to see that as dangerous thinking, Magos. Put such piety aside for now, Subdomina. Is the cohort ready to advance? They are. I have plotted the likely location of the destroyer units. They are somewhere within this complex. The fortune of Mars be with you. Okay. So what have we got here? This is quite elaborate. There's like 3 paths. It looks like they all lead to here, though, and then that leads directly onto our goal. So what's going to be the most effective way to explore all of this? We have to go here first, so that's an easy choice. From there, however, there is a lot of options, and it's going to be hard to get all of them. So what I think we'll do is we'll head here, then we'll go across, up, across, back, up, over, and through. That requires us to only backtrack once, so I think that's probably the best way to go about it. Again, I do want to 100% these or get as close as I can, because that's the only way we're going to earn enough Blackstone to keep us ahead of the game. So what's this glyph? This door panel controls a heavy door leading to a treasure room. Okay, this seems to be associated with open. And we were correct, so we earned some more Blackstone. Sweet. Alright, so I said we'd go this way next. And what do we got? Transmission origin equals Necron. Xenos language study opportunity. Request study. Hark not to the aliens' words, lest ye unknowingly repeat them. True when Archmagos Veneratus Halion wrote it. Magos. True today. This chamber is bathed in a constant data flow transmitted by the tomb's own awakening protocols. This transmission must be of Necron origin. So we can dismiss it, block it out from squad communications, pay it no mind. That's completely against what he just asked us to do. Attempts to decode the transmission locally with the internal cogitators. Relay the transmission to the Castis Metallican for translation. I worry that if we relay it, they might pick up on it and wake up or something. Because they're awakening protocols, so if we relay it, we might be transmitting it more broadly, and it could wake up more Necrons. This is the safest option, but it goes directly against what he asked us to do, so maybe we should decode it locally. That way we're not rebroadcasting. Let's try it. Well, nobody died, at least not yet. Words of the enemy, conclusion string follows. Infinitely arrogant, obsessed with the mechanisms of the cosmos, Lord Cesarigon, object of veneration, fascination. Warning, our presence has been detected. Okay, so we did alert them, but we gained some cognition, so that's not the worst thing that could have happened, certainly. Right, so moving on. What do we have in this room? This area of the tomb of Acropus is covered with hieroglyphics interspersed with depictions of Necron constructs, most often engaged in war. Some of the images resemble the Necron destroyers with their distinctive anti-grav hulls. Examine the pictographs for evidence of destroyer battle tactics and weaponry. Search the pictographs for evidence of Necron philosophy and beliefs surrounding the destroyers, or examine the pictographs for any suggestion of weakness in the destroyer warforms. I don't think that they would show that in their own hieroglyphs. Generally, like, culture is gonna, put their best foot forward, for lack of a better, way of putting that. They're almost gonna, like, idealize themselves, and so I don't see them having, like, any blatant references to weaknesses in the destroyers, as much as I would like for that to be the case. Maybe this would be better? At least then we have an idea of what we're dealing with. Well, 2 CP. It could have gone much worse. Okay, we have another glyph here, then we're going to swing back in the opposite direction. Okay, what's this going to be? Heavy door leading to a treasure room. Well, this has meant open for us thus far. Let's stick with it. There it is, another 40 Blackstone. Cool. That's almost enough for another level up just from what we've earned here, and we already had nearly enough for one, so we're getting close to a second. More treasure rooms, please. This might be one here. Okay, just more awakening. Oh no. The lives of the logic saints, Psalm 61. Even in death, our duty is not complete. A mortally wounded Scutarii lies on the floor of this chamber, his torso laid open by Gauss fire. He was evidently caught in a firefight and left behind when his unit fell back. It's likely he was attacked by Necron destroyers. He might have witnessed their tactics up close. We can interrogate him about their tactics, administer medical assistance, access the trooper's internal cogitators for data records. Let's download it. Another 45, nice. The cohort inserts a data probe into the dying trooper's cortical port. The shock of extracting the data of his final moments finishes him off, but the cohort acquires several minutes worth of data, showing the destroyers emerging from the shadows in perfect coordination and unleashing a fatal crossfire. They are heartened that the trooper was able to share his knowledge even at the moment of his death. Cool. and we continue to rake it in. Alright, last stop, then we backtrack and head to this glyph. Direct request, bring it to me. End direct request. What is this? The cohort finds a sarcophagus containing a Necron destroyer that seems inert. It may have malfunctioned and failed to respond to the tomb's awakening protocols. Oh, this seems sketchy. Mark it for Scutarii units to retrieve when they can. Open it and try to... No. We open it, it's going to attack us. Guaranteed. Or destroy it. That's the safe bet. But again, completely against what he just asked us to do. Well, let's make it somebody else's problem. Overpromise, underdeliver. That's the key to success. Or wait, other way around. Underpromise, overdeliver. But that's, I mean, that's not really relevant to what we're doing here, I guess. Yeah, we'll just tag him. Let somebody else deal with it. Cool, more Blackstone. I love it. Right, so let's head back to here. Then we'll head up to this one. Alright. Again, that one doesn't really matter to me. We've got a glyph. Heavy door leading to a treasure room. Yeah. Oh, but that's green. But again, that has meant open every time so far. More Blackstone, I'll take it. Sweet, sweet Blackstone. Alright, last room before the objective. Mission relevant opportunity. Combat data on provisional designation destroyers. What is this about? This chamber is the site of a skirmish between a unit of Scutarii and the Necron destroyers. A few corpses badly mauled by Gauss fire lie around a hurriedly erected flak-weave barricade. Say a prayer for the fallen. Search the fallen for useful supplies, or examine the marks of the weapon fire and other evidence. I mean, that's what he asked us to do. But I feel like we just earned cognition for that, and I already have full cognition, so... Let's pray? What's this gonna do? What? Okay, well, we increased their initiative. That's not good. Okay, last room. What's it gonna be? Oh, man. Even more extra Necrons. This is not gonna be fun. Intrigue. Most interesting. Not all forms are humanoid. Logging data. Centurion form. Gravity defying. The xenos show that they are more alien than we originally thought. Text of the oiled cog. Version 0.12 or version 12 states, one can verge from the standard form, but one must always retain their humanity, or be lost to the men of iron and their ways. I do not mean to diverge from the discussion, but what are these Iron Men? Unclear. This text was logged many millennia ago, and there's no other reference to them in my cogitators. The Men of Iron, if you don't know, were like sentient robots. Basically, humanity created AI, and it went the worst way it could have, and the Men of Iron almost wiped out humanity. Keep focused, brothers. We have a new enemy afoot, and we must ensure they do not surprise us with new trickeries. Be alert and focus. So we have to destroy the target. This is going to be fun, I can already tell. Okay. He gets 2 turns from the look of it. Let's see. Does this count as like cover? I'm going to deploy 2 servitors now and save 2 for later. Okay, so that's going to deploy a warrior. And then you go again. Luckily for us, that was a wall there. Okay, let's move you up and around. That's the end of your turn. I wish there was like an Overwatch. Let's go ahead and scan him. See what he's all about. 18 health, no shields. So not that much worse than a warrior. At least not defensively. Offensively, that might be a completely different story. Question is, where do we set you up? That could put you in harm's way. What is this? Oh, right, I forgot I gave you the cure ratio claw. So we can heal. That is kind of dangerous right there. Let's put you there. We'll put this servitor here. That was actually a mistake because I wanted that servitor further up. I wanted to engage him in melee as soon as I could. I'll put you there because you're a little bit shootier. Can you hit him? No. We'll use your servo skull to scan this guy then. Just so we know what we're dealing with. Well, that's actually fairly weak for a Necron warrior. But good to know, nonetheless. Right. Can't Overwatch as much as I'd love to. So... Can you hit him? No, yeah, that's what I figured. New round. I am going to keep my servitors for the time being. We'll see how this plays out. Yikes. So they can one-shot servitors. Good to know. I do get cognition for that, though. Except I didn't there. Weird. I could rush you into melee combat. Don't know how powerful they are in melee combat. But that would make his life more difficult. Because if he does want to shoot, he'll have to deal with attacks of opportunity. So, there's that at least. Let's go ahead and do it. Plus his gun sucks. Although it does fire for free. So, there's that. 4 damage. Pretty solid. That will be the end of your turn. I can get you just into range. Unfortunately, that does look like it might block Jeremiah's shot. Difficult to tell, but it looks like it. He actually can't fire this turn anyways, so I suppose it doesn't matter. That's a real bummer. If I get him into melee range, he won't be able to attack. But if I keep him out of melee range, he won't be able to shoot. Let's move him to here. I'm going to save that cognition point. Actually, there's no point because on the following turn, Menarius will earn us a new one. So I may as well close. Yeah, because that would basically be throwing away a cognition point if I didn't move. That'll be our turn. He's got a long way to walk before he'll be able to contribute. He's going to try to get away. We'll get 3 attacks of opportunity for it. So that actually played to our favor pretty nicely. Nice, we got him just with the attacks of opportunity. That was really stupid on his part. So we just got to deal with this Necron warrior now. Oh, well, and that one, and these scarabs. But, still, the destroyer's out of the way. Which is all we really could have asked for. Yeah, I'll deploy another one here. Yeah. And then he gives us the freebie. We'll go ahead and... I need more cognition, so as much as I'd like to scan these guys, I am going to need to grab stuff. Because his gun needs 2 just to fire. So we'll take that one. We'll probably have him grab one on his turn as well. The question now is, how do we want to handle this? I'm going to move you to here and ask you to attack that. Did you kill them? No, not quite. Okay, well that's the end of your turn. You need to trap him there and just punch away at him. Even if you can't kill him, just keep him busy. That's your job. This guy is going to attack the downed destroyer. Was that a bad idea? Should we have not let it dissipate? I don't know, to be honest. And then we'll move you into melee there. Jeremiah, I can't have you shoot, so... Or I guess I can if I use this. Let's go grab that. There we go. And then I think I'll have him help out with this warrior. Okay, so he's down. We'll let the servitor finish him off. I could shoot the scarabs, or I could shoot that warrior from here, actually. So let's do that. That is some range. There we go. Sweet. That hit pretty hard. Okay, he's going to move up. He'll probably return fire. Oh, he's not in range, actually. Attack of opportunity will end him. 2 turns for him to get back up. We won't give him that chance. More scarabs and a warrior, it looks like. Oh, down here. Never mind. Not where I was pointing. Over there. There's our free cognition point. I suppose we will move on into adjacency and attack. Well done. That'll be... Actually, no, it's not worth the attack of opportunity, is it? Okay, I need you to finish this guy off for me. Cool. Then start marching at that guy to keep him busy. He's going to try to flee. He'll get downed by the attack of opportunity. We'll get a free cognition point for it. Let's see. I'm going to have you come finish this guy off, I think. And then start moving back this way, I suppose. That's where we'll need you. I don't know if that's a good idea. The scarabs are pretty close. I wouldn't be able to attack him. However, he would probably try to back out and take the attack of opportunity, but the scarabs might come in and just heal that. So I don't know if that helps me necessarily. But either way, I can't fire. And again, if I don't use this cognition point, I don't get a free one, so I may as well. Let's put you here. Okay, and yeah, I can't attack, at least not yet, but he will try to back out and eat the hit. And we downed him in one shot. Perfect. So as long as somebody can finish him before the scarabs get there, we'll be fine. Let's see. Again, I have another free point to spend, so let's spend it. I'm going to put him there to block, kind of. Yeah, go ahead and engage that, I suppose. Okay. Your turn is over. You're giving us a free cognition point. You can't do anything. Oh, you can from here. So move on up. Let's see. We'll servo skull something. Just to get that extra cognition. And then he should be able to shoot, and this is for free, mind you. But that should be enough to kill him either way. Yep, so he is vaporized. And that's the end of your turn. This servitor can come try to help out over here. Let's put you there for now, because you're going to block Jeremiah otherwise. Attack of opportunity here, and I think that actually killed them. It's difficult to see, but I believe it did. Yeah. No threats remaining. But did we collect any samples? Were we supposed to leave that guy up and not kill him? I guess we'll find out. The cohort withdraws from the tomb, having experienced the prowess of the Necron destroyers firsthand. If nothing else, the Adeptus Mechanicus have learned of the stark danger these Necron warforms pose. I guess we did complete it successfully. Anti-gravity comprehension index plus 3.9%. Projected beneficiary Stygi Air Adeptus Mechanicus. I am focused on matters much closer in space and time, Scaevola. Retrieving Tech Acquisitor Statement of Purpose. To perceive the grander picture, to strive to acquire and understand for the benefit of all mankind. Be that as it may, I am more interested in how your studies will help our mission on Silva Tenebris. Platitude mode. Trust in the scientific method, Magos. Okay, so how did we do? These guys didn't take any damage, so we don't have to pay any Blackstone to heal them. We earned quite a bit of Blackstone from these guys. We also recovered quite a bit from the treasure troves, and we got 95 before the mission. But we did add a bit of awakening here, which is problematic to say the least. Either way, we got 213, which was more than we needed for an additional level up, I believe. So let's see. New Canticle unlocked. Complete a mission without using a Canticle. Nice. I think that's the only one you unlock for not using a Canticle, so we probably want to start using the Canticle, because a lot of the other ones require you to use them X amount of times. So Cant of the Craft. Next physical attack will deal +3 physical damage. Useful. Okay, let's go to the cohort and see what we've got. So you guys are both rank 3, if I'm not mistaken. 148 for the next one, 148 for the next one. So yeah, we can do potentially 3. Well, let's just do 1 for now and see where we end up. So, Dominus. How does this work? Do we only get to pick one of these? +3 to HP max, +1 to energy armor. +3 to HP max, +3 to movement. +3 to HP max, +1 to energy armor. So if I want hit points or armor, this is the best way to go initially, because it's going to give me the most. Or if I want movement, then this way. I think I want the hit points and the energy armor. Although that gives me 3 and movement. Maybe I should do this. And it does increase our augment capacity as well. Cool. So then we take this and we equip it there, and now he's got spidery robot leg things. But that does fill an augment slot. So yeah. No more additions on him, unfortunately. I think I want the Omni specs on him when we get to that point, but for now that's fine. Let's jump back over to Minarius, who we're also going to upgrade. His main class is going to be the Lex Mechanic, I believe, but I have kind of been speccing him as a Secutor as well, just because I want him to be able to buff our troops. That doesn't really look like him, does it? What's the best one here? 2 HP, 2 movement, 4 HP. 2 HP, 2 dodge. If we go Secutor, what are these going to give us? 2 HP, 1 energy, 3 HP, 1 movement, 4 HP. Well, if I'm going to level this tree, like, hold on. Let's go back to you. So did that unlock this? It did. So you have to take an equipment before you can move into the next part of the tree. So if we want to continue leveling Menarius down that path, we have to pick something from it. Even if we don't end up using it, we have to pick something. So we may as well pick something that we will use. Plus 2 HP, 2 move, plus 2 movement, or plus 4 HP. I like the idea of more movement because so far our melee weapons have been the most beneficial for us. So let's take the legs. We will equip those. And we do have enough for one more level up. The question is, who do we give it to? Let's see. If I give it to Jeremiah, I can have an attack servo skull. I don't really care about that, to be honest. We could also put it here, which, let's see, +1 to physical armor. I almost feel like that's better than what he took, or the one that he could have taken over there. 2 HP, 3 movement, 3 HP, 1 physical. Whereas this was, I think, 3 HP and then 1 energy. I almost think that's better, isn't it? And that makes him really, really resilient if I take this right now. The alternative is... This could be useful because it makes his gun fire for free every 3 turns. Menarius already has that. That could be good on a tanky character. I think the Engine Seer is supposed to be a bit tanky. I don't really want an attack servo skull. The only thing I ever want to use the servo skull is scanning and getting me cognition. Yeah, I don't love this tree, to be honest. It's good for, like, the equipment is pretty solid for HP buffs, but in terms of actual damage output, it doesn't really offer much. Avoid all attacks of opportunity, +3 movement, that could be useful for him. That's the same as this, so not super useful there. Although I wonder if it stacks. Power field generators, Traveler. I don't know. I think I'm going to grab him this chest armor. Yeah. Because nothing else is really sticking out at me here, although that would allow him to do more melee damage. Okay. And we'll equip that. Cool. At least they're looking more like tech priests now. Okay. So we have a new deployment available from a new character. This is the Subdomina. So we'll look at that next time. Or we'll take a quick peek now. This is easy. There's a death mark and a flayed one, though. I feel like we didn't run into a flayed one, did we? At least not in that last mission, so I guess it's just potential. Potentially. Anyways. Oh, man. Skitarii Vanguards, Blackstone, and a new tech priest. That could be very handy in a lot of ways. Same deal here. We still have the Vanguard Alpha. This gives us a macro stubber. 2 to 4 physical damage for a single cognition. That's more reliable than the weapons that we have. Power field generator for defense. Plenty of Blackstone, a Death Mark, an Acanthite, and Necron Warriors. A lot of good options there. It's kind of a difficult choice. This one's really jumping out at me, though. Another Tech Priest would be fantastic. And we still get a new troop as well. But we don't have to decide today, so that's the good thing at least. I guess I'll leave it there. Our tech priests are really coming along though. Starting to look like real tech priests with all these augments and whatnot, so that's handy. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Warhammer 40k Mechanicus with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.